Let's start 3.3. So in the figure you can see A, B, C, D, a parallelogram. Diagonals are bisecting each other at O. So let us start. Given a parallelogram ABCD, complete each statement along with the definition of or property used. Okay. AD. So the side AD is equal to opposite of this side is BC. So you will write here now angle DCB, this whole. So opposite of this angle is A and it is forming with DA and BA. So angle DAB, opposite angles. Okay. Now see OC. So diagonals bisects each other. So OC will be equal of this part half. So OA. Now measure of angle DAB and CDA. That means this angle and this. So you can see here parallel lines. Transversal of this is this. The sum of these angles will be 180 degree. Okay. Now from the figure A, we have to calculate the value of unknown variables. That means X, Y, Z. That means measure of angle A, measure of angle C, measure of angle Y. Okay. Sorry, measure of angle D. From the figure of parallelogram A, B, C, D, angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. We know the adjacent angles of parallelogram, the sum of the adjacent angles of parallelogram is 180 degree because these two line segments are parallel and this is the transversal intersecting line of this. So this and this will be, when you will add, 180 degrees. So the value of measure of angle A is Z. So Z plus 100 degrees equal to 180 degrees. Z equal to 180 degree minus 100. Z equal to 80 degree. After that, you can see opposite angles. Opposite angles of A is C, B is D. So angle A is equal to C and B is equal to D, pair of opposite angles. The name of the angle A is Z, C is Z, and 100 degree it is given, measure of angle B and Y. So we calculated the value of Z 80 degree. So 80 degree is equal to X and we can change the position of Y. So Y equal to 100 degree. So X equal to 80 degree, Y equal to 100 degree and Z equal to 80 degree. The value of these. Now see in the second figure, opposite angles are equal. So opposite angles of this is this. You can give the name of this parallelogram EFGH. So this angle will be equal of this and you can see here linear pair. So linear pair, when you will subtract to 50 from 180, you will get this angle. Okay. Now see here the sum of this angle will be adjacent angles 180 degree. So from the 180 degree, when you will subtract 50, you will get this angle. Opposite angles are equal. So this. Children, first question I have explained, same way in the systematic way you have to solve all this property you will use. Clear? By standard method. Now see here parallelogram, you can see 90 degree because it is 90 degrees. So it will be perpendicular bisects. Okay, so this will be 90 degrees. So 90 plus 30, 120. When you will subtract 120 from 180, you will get 60 degree. 60 degree when you will get, so this angle is also 90 degree, and then 90 degree and 90 degree, and this angle you are getting y and x. So this angle will be 90 degree and this angle also bisect. So this angle will be whatever value you are getting. So in this way you have to find only unknown values. Okay, so here also you can see this and this angle you have to calculate. Alternate angles. So this y and z will be equal. In this way you can solve. See in the fourth parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So this angle will be equal of this. You will give the name of all this parallelogram, E, F, G, H, then I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P and Q, R, S, T. Okay, now see your opposite angles are equal, so angle Y will be 80 degree. Now you can see parallel lines and intersecting line of this. So sum of this and this angle will be 180 degree. So when you will subtract 80 degree from 180 degree, this will be 100. This also will be 100. You can see here linear pair. One line is there and this is line is. Okay. So linear pair. So from 180 degree you will subtract this angle, you will get the value of z. Now in fifth question, opposite angles are equal. So 112 degree, 112 degree. Now the sum of this whole angle y plus 40 plus z is equal to 180 degree, because parallel lines and this is the intersecting of this line. So 112 plus 140 plus z is equal to 180 degree. So when you will add 112 and 40, that value will shift opposite of equal sign with opposite of equal, that means negative with negative sign. So you will get the value of z, and when you will get the value of z, this will be alternate angles. Another way is opposite angles are equal, and this is a triangle. In triangle, all the sum of all the angles is 180 degrees. So when you will get angle y plus angle z plus angle y plus angle 40 degree plus angle x equal to 180 degree. So this you know 112. So 112 plus 40 plus x is equal to 180. So you will get the value of x. So many methods are there to calculate unknown angles. You can apply any one. So you will get x, and alternate angles of x is z. So these two angles will be equal. Okay. Now see in third questions, can you a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram if opposite angles are the sum of the opposite angles is 180 degree? So maybe or not maybe. It's not compulsory because only one property is given. Now if AB equal to DC, so suppose that AB equal to DC in this parallelogram we can consider for this, and AD equal to 4 AD, and another side is 4.4. So not possible, because according to the property of parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel and equal, but this pair of opposite sides are not equal in this. So not possible. Angle A and angle C. Angle A is 70 degree and angle C is 65 degree. Opposite angles should be equal, but here opposite angles are different. So not possible. Draw a rough figure of quadrilateral that is not a parallelogram but has exactly two opposite angles of equal measure. It is possible only in the kite. Opposite angles are equal and they are not parallel. And it is not parallelogram, but opposite angles are equal. Okay. Now in the fifth question, the ratio of given two adjacent angles. So first we will draw the figure. So figure is A, B, C, D, and adjacent, that means on same side they are forming. So we know that the sum of the adjacent angle is always 180 degree. The sum of adjacent angles is always 180 degree. So from the figure of parallelogram ABCD, let the adjacent angles, we assume the ratio is given, so common variable we will multiply in both the ratio. So 3x and 2x. The measurement of adjacent angles be 3x and 2x. Now we know that the sum of the adjacent angles is 180 degree. So 3x plus 2x is equal to 180 degree. 3 to 5x is equal to 180 degree. X equal to this and x equal to 36. Now 3x is equal to 108 degree and 2x is equal to this. So angle A is equal to this, angle B is equal to this. Angle A equal to angle C and angle B equal to angle D. Why? In the bracket you will write opposite angles of parallelogram. So angle A is equal to angle C is equal to 108 degree, angle B is equal to angle D is equal to 72 degree. Okay. Now question number 6. Two adjacent angles of parallelogram have equal measure. Find the measure of each of the angle of the parallelogram. Now you can see from the figure, let the measure of an angle of parallelogram be x, then its adjacent angles also will be x because it is given in the questions. Now from the figure you can see angle A is equal to angle B is equal to x, adjacent angles. Okay. Now according to the definition of parallelogram, we know that opposite angles of parallelogram are always equal and the sum of all angles will be 360 degree. So this property we will use here. Angle A is equal to angle C, angle B is equal to angle D, opposite angles. So all four angles will be equal because A equal to B, angle C equal to angle D, because angle A is equal to angle C, angle A is equal to angle C, angle B is equal to angle D, and angle A equal to angle B. It's given in the question and we are assuming x. So we know that in the parallelogram, in any quadrilateral, the angle, the sum of the angles always is 360 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. Put the value x plus x plus x plus x is equal to 360 degree. 4x equal to 360 degree. X equal to 360 degree upon 4. 360 degree is divisible by 4 90 times. So x equal to 90 degree. That means each angle of that parallelogram is 90 degree. That means this parallelogram is converted into rectangle. Because in any parallelogram, if all the angles are 90 degree, then that parallelogram is a rectangle. Okay. Now next question. The adjacent figure HOPE is a parallelogram. Find the angle measures X, Y and Z. State the properties you use to find them. Okay. Let us start. From the figure you can see there, given HOPE is a parallelogram. So y equal to 40. Y. You can write here also angle EHP right there and HPO. EHP you will write HPO. I have not written but you will write. So EHP 40 degree equal to y. Alternate angles you can see. Parallel lines, it's intersecting So alternate angles will be equal. Alternate angles. Now extend. Line is already given in the figure, so you will give the name of this F. Now you can see H O P P O F. One straight line, slanting line is there, so linear pair. So this angle, the sum of this angle and this angle will be 180 degree. So H O P P O F, 70 degree. Exterior angle is already given, 70 degree. So angle O will be, you can see HOP as angle O. Angle O is equal to 180 minus 70 degree. That means angle O will be 110. Now in angle HOP, HOP, the sum of all three angles will be 180 degree. Angle Z you don't know, this you know 40 degree, and this angle you have calculated 110 degree. So afterwards, angle H plus angle O plus angle P. Angle H, the name of the angle H is Z. Angle O is 110 degree. Angle P is 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. Z plus 150 degree is equal to 180 degree. So Z equal to 180 minus 150. So Z equal to 30 degree. Now angle E is equal angle O. Why? Because the opposite angles of a parallelogram are always equal. E, the name of the angle E is X and the name of the angle O is 110 degree. So angle X equal to 110 degree, angle Y is equal to 40 degree, angle Z equal to 30 degree. Okay. Now the following figures, GUNS and RUNS are parallelograms. Find X and Y, lengths are in centimeter. Okay. So let us start. First figure you can see GUNS, and we know that in the parallelogram opposite sides are equal. You can see here marked opposite sides. So SG equal to NU and GU equal to SN. That means 3y is minus 1 equal to 26 and 3x equal to 18. 3x equal to 18. So after that you will solve. So x equal to 18 upon 3. So x equal to 6 and 3y minus 1 is equal to 26. So 3y is equal to 26 minus 1. So 3y is equal to 25 and y equal to 25 upon 3. So you will change into mixed integer. Okay. Now in the second parallelogram you can see from the figure parallelogram RUNS, opposite sides are equal and diagonals always bisects each other. That means this part will be equal to this part and this part will be equal to this part. Intersecting point you can see here. I have not given the name of this intersecting point because it is not given in the textbook. Now we know that the diagonals bisects each other. So y plus 7, this part and this part will be equal. So y plus 7 equal to 20. So y equal to 20 minus 7, that means y equal to 30. Then that value if you will put in this, x plus y equal to 16. So x plus, so y value you are getting, and y, the value of y if you will put here, you will get the value of x. So this sum you will solve half. I already whole sums both I explain. Now you will solve. Okay. Let us start from exercise 3.3 and the question number 9. In above figure, both RISK and CLUE are parallelograms. Find the value of x. Okay, let us start. You can see I have drawn the figure. First parallelogram SK. Clear? Angle K is 120 degree. You can see angle K is equal to 120 degree and line KS parallel to line RI, and KR is transversal. So angle K plus angle R, the sum of these two angles will be 180 degree because same side angles of interior angles of same side. So angle K you know 120 degree and angle R you have to calculate. So 120 degree plus angle R equal to 180 degree. So angle R will be 60 degree. Okay. Now you can see here angle R. The opposite angle of R is angle S in this parallelogram. So angle R is 60 degree, then angle S also will be 60 degree. Now in parallelogram CLUE. CLUE. Opposite angle of C is U, L is E. L is given 70 degree, opposite angles is E, it will be also 70 degree. So angle L and angle E is equal to, then angle E will be 70 degree. Now I have given here intersecting point. You can see here two lines are intersecting, IS and EC. Intersecting point I have given, name it O. Now from the figure in triangle EOS, the sum of all the angles will be 180 degree. The value of angle E you know 70 degree, and the angle of S is 60 degree, and angle, the name of angle O is X. So 70 plus X plus 60 is equal to 180 degree. Then 70 plus 60, 130 plus X is equal to 180 degree. 180 minus 130, so angle X will be 50 degree. Clear? Now see in question number 10, explain how this figure is trapezium, which of its two sides are parallel. Figure number, you can see 3.32. Okay, 3.32 figure, two sides, which two sides are? So here you will do yourself this question, explaining. I am only explaining this question. See here which two lines. So first you will write interior, the sum of interior angles of same side is angle M plus angle L is equal to 100 degree plus 80 degree, that means 180 degree. If the same side of interior angles is 180 degree, then the lines are parallel where they are forming the angles and the common adjacent angles. These are adjacent and this line is transversal of these two parallel lines. Clear? So how you will write? You will in quadrilateral KLMN, angle L is equal to 80 degree, angle M is equal to 100 degree, angle L plus angle M is equal to 100 degree plus 80 degree is equal to 180 degree, and these angles are interior same side interior angles and when the sum of these angles is 180 degree, then the lines are parallel. So from the figure, KL parallel to an M and KLMN is a trapezium. Okay, find measure of angle C. This angle we have to measure 3.33 if a line segment AB parallel to DC. So you will write first, given in quadrilateral AB parallel CD and BC is transversal. Same theory you will apply, same side of. So interior angles of same side, the sum of the interior angles of same side is 180 degree. So angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So angle C is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree. So 180 minus 120 is 60 degree. So the angle C will be 60 degree. Clear? Find the measure of angle P and angle S. Measure of angle P and angle S. Okay. If ASP, you can see from the figure, ASP parallel QR. If you find measure of angle R, is there more than the one method to find measure of angle P? Okay, let us start. Given in quadrilateral ABCD, angle Q is 130 degree, angle R is 90 degree, and if this angle is 90 degree, so this angle also you can see here 90 degree. So 90, 90 and 130. And we know that in any quadrilateral, the sum of all angles will be 360 degree. The sum of these angles you will subtract from 360 degree, you will get angle P. Okay. Now find for this angle more than one method we can apply. So we can apply, let us try. This line ASP and RQ is given parallel. RS is transversal. This angle is 90 degree, and we know that the same side, the interior angles of same side, the sum of the interior angles of same side will be 180 degree. So this angle also will be 180 degree. This method is also we can apply. So this angle is 90 degree, 180 minus 90. So this angle will be 90 degree. Now we can see this parallel, and this is the transversal. So sum of this will be 180 degree. So 180 minus 130. So this angle will be 50 degrees. So more than one method you can apply. Whatever method you want to apply in this, you can apply. Clear? So here 3.3 finished. Now next we will start from 3.5, some special parallelograms.